Okay. What am I doing? Is there anything I should be doing today? Oh, I'm gonna go sell some stuff. I don't know, I'm just gonna go. No, I've been falling asleep really early recently. I don't know why. I've been getting tired at like 10. And I'm like, ugh, it's bedtime. And I go fall asleep. I don't know what's happening. Alright, let's sell some of this garbage we don't want. I'm getting rid of this. Getting rid of that. Getting rid of this. Getting rid of that. I don't really want this. Oh, I had a double 3-ball shirt. Goddamn, dude. I'm traumatized now. 4th of July, 4th of July. It's, something. Just realized I had 2 flame shirts. I had a lot of duplicate shirts. No, I didn't. Wait. No, I do. I have 2 flame shirts. What am I doing? What is wrong with me? Splatoon has such a great soundtrack, dude. So good. This has some great songs, I'll say. I'm not crazy about actually a lot of the songs on Splatoon, but I do like some of them. I'm getting rid of this. I'm keeping this actually. Boots harp we'll keep. The diner tile we don't need. Lattice wall and stately wall. I think I got over my anxiety. And then other times I'm like, no, clearly I didn't. Clearly I can't just say something in a forum where I don't know anyone. I literally know nobody in that forum is the thing. It's like nobody I know is is a neighbor of mine. They live too far away most of the time, so they wouldn't be on there. So I'm just kind of throwing all that into the void. Whatever. I'm just gonna stop talking about it now. It's getting pathetic. All right, I'm satisfied enough with the amount of stuff I've just sold. Sadly, I can't do the ant thing because my turnips. I just bought those, so they're not spoiled. I'll have to figure out how to do this, because I have no idea. Everything I've tried so far is if they're spoiled and I leave them outside, they just disappear. God, I hate how I just pick stuff up. What do you mean I can't place it? I just picked it up. Just drop it. Jesus. Ugh, it's the most annoying thing when you just pick stuff up you don't mean to pick up and then you can't place it back. I want to get rid of these girders. See, these suck. I'm in a weird mood today. This is what happens when I say something and it's like, oh, that didn't, man. Oh gosh. I'm just flustered now. I'm flustered. And it just puts me in this weird mood of like, oh, like kind of like, I don't know. I'm just like I'm sweating. I'm in a sweat. Everything that goes wrong is scary and frustrating. All right, I think there's nothing else I can really do today. I could plant some flowers, but like if I try to take some chores, some people are at the fireworks show. I mean, we could kind of just watch the fireworks show, but like why? Like we watched it. I don't know. That's all it is, really. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much else to the 4th of July, really. That's sort of it. That's the fireworks show. The only thing we get is the bottle rocket, and that's sort of that event. The next event is going to be the hometown celebration, which we already know the day of. It's usually a random day in July. But it's basically a day to celebrate our hometown. So this town, it's like named after, it's gonna be called Glob Day, basically. And that's on the 25th. Additionally, the morning aerobic starts on the 25th. So I don't really, I vaguely remember that, it just being kind of a bunch of the villagers just sort of gather together at some area and just do aerobics. So we'll participate in that, I guess. I don't really know if it's something you participate in or you just show up and it's kind of a fun little thing that happens. Yeah, I mean, we're working our way. I guess we could try catching... Actually, no, we could try there's some stuff we could try. Let me go through whatever these are. What do we got? A racer shirt and a green drum. Okay. Neither of those are particularly interesting to me. A green drum, I'm assuming, is like a barrel. Alright, let's catch whatever this is. There's so many different, like, types of beetles. I think that's another dynastid beetle. Yeah. It's another dynastid beetle. So we still need another stag beetle. A saw stag beetle. And we need a giant beetle, but I think the giant beetle actually doesn't show up until 11 p.m. We can spend a little bit of time here. I'll relax. Actually, we have never talked to the fortune teller before. She just gives us either good luck or bad luck. Katrina. You wish me to give you a reading for the meager price of 50 bells. Sure, go for it. And let us begin. Kihamoata, kihamoatata, luta matata. Ahem, I am through. In the fridge, a nasty-looking watermelon will be juggling grapes. That's what I see. It means some good things may happen and some bad things may happen. But don't let small things bother you and always do what you believe is best. That's what it means. And that's all it means. That is all. I will now take your 50 bells. Thank you. I think that was sort of a neutral reading. So you can get like a good reading or a bad reading, and it'll change the luck that you have for that day. It's vaguely interesting. Bad luck would mean... actually, I think it can mean like you trip. I think that's actually something that happens. You like trip every so often, you just fall over. It is really weird, and it really throws you off when it happens for the first time. I vaguely remember that. I could be wrong if that's in this game or one of the other games, or if it's even in the games at all. I'm pretty sure it is. You just start falling over and it's like, what? That's unusual. It's weird. But that is something that happens. I think. I was kind of vaguely hoping to find my spoiled turnips. A loud line shirt. That is very loud. I think I've had one of these before. Anyways, what are we doing? We are looking for an arapaima or a saw stag beetle. Or both. But in order to get an arapaima, it's a big fish, and you find it in the river. So we'll go along the river and see if we can see what we can see. If that's not it. Oh, I forgot to mention. Something weird happened today. My phone, for some reason, sent me a birthday message like, happy birthday. I'm like, what? It's not my birthday. My phone thinks it's my birthday today, and I don't know why. I can't recall having set my birthday up in my phone ever. I don't know if it's connected to my Google account somehow, but if it is, like, it's not my birthday. But, like, it actually sent me this a few days ago. It was like, your birthday's coming up. And I'm like, no, it's not. What are you talking about? So it thinks the 4th of July is my birthday. I mean, that's America's birthday. Do they think I'm America? I will never understand why they overload me with fossils constantly. It doesn't make any sense, because I only receive fossils on the days I log in. Right? And then, like, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. They don't send me 2 sets of fossils if I, like, log in after 2 days. Oh. Wow. Wow, we just barely made it. I didn't think it was gonna stop at 9 o'clock. Dang. I could have missed it. Wow. I only barely made it. Alright, well. See, that could be a saw stag beetle, but it looks like possibly just a mountain stag beetle. It's a flat stag beetle, whatever. There's like 3 different types of stag beetles, man. The part when it goes like, that's such like a. Every time I hear that, it reminds me of the. Gosh, the song is like weirdly nostalgic, isn't it? It's just so cozy. You know what it reminds me of though is the Ocarina of Time main menu, or not main menu, but like the title theme. I don't think there's a song that's like more nostalgic to me than that one. Every time I hear it, it puts me in a mood. I just remember like sitting there as a kid just watching the title theme. It was like the most magical game I think I've ever played, you know? And it's just, you see Link and he's riding around and it's just so, I don't know, mysterious. There's such magic and mystery to it. Like, where's he going? What's he doing? He's on such an adventure. He's riding around. I think the most interesting thing about it though was that, you know, I had that game for a while before the fact is, on the title screen, he's riding around on Epona as an adult. He's like riding around on a horse. And you know, the game starts and you're like a small child. And you're like, wow, when am I gonna become that epic hero? That was always the cool thing about Ocarina of Time. Because as a kid, when I was first playing it, like I had no idea that's how the game went, is, you know. Like obviously I knew at some point I would be an adult, but I didn't know how that was gonna happen. Mostly from, you know, the title screen and from looking at the pictures on the back of the box. It's like I knew that was gonna happen, and I'm like, but how? How would that happen? I'm just a small child. And it happens, and it's like the coolest thing ever. It's very impactful, because like, the impact of it is like, everything's sort of, you know, silly and sort of fun and goofy when you play that game and you're like as child Link, and then when you get to adult Link, everything's like dark and awful, you know? It's like everything goes bad. Everything's like bad all of a sudden. Like, immediately, as soon as you exit the Temple of Time, you're, like, surrounded by zombies, and, like, everybody's, you just assume everybody's in Castletown is just dead now. And it's just like this horrible, hellscape you're, like, thrust into. Ah, I love that game so much. Alright, I'm getting off. This has been a 4th of July. This has been one of the 4th of Julys of all time. Wait, how did I totally missed this freaking hole here. How did I do that? I'm sure it's a gyroid. So I should write another letter. I don't know if I ever mentioned it, but you don't actually have to say anything to the museum. They do not care. We'll keep the green drum. I kind of want to get rid of both of these shirts. I don't really want that shirt anymore. We'll keep the Mega Umbloid. We'll sell all the rest of the fish, and then we'll just log off, I guess. We're getting pretty close to that 100,000 mark where we can turn off, when we can sell, finally pay off our house for good. Alright, we got a saw stag beetle. This is one of the last few beetles we need. We only need the giant beetle after this one, which is a bug that only shows up around 11 p.m. So we're probably not getting that today. We're nowhere near 11. I'll have to just do a night where I just play at 11. Or I guess I could try that tonight. I kind of will. I think I'm gonna wait, because I feel like that'll be mostly just a waste of the rest of any possibility I have for a day. I don't think the shop will be open. It'll just kind of be a weird thing. I think I will do that at some point. Currently, I still haven't seen a grasshopper. I started thinking, maybe the grasshopper shows up later in July. I don't really know how that works. But that's a dynasty beetle. I don't know. 8 p.m. is the cutoff date for a grasshopper. But I have yet to see a single one. So I'm thinking maybe they just don't show up yet. The only other day beetle we still need is a jewel beetle. And that's basically everything we can get in July, except for the Arapaima, which is a nighttime fish. Starts showing up at 4 p.m. I've been looking for it, but I haven't seen it yet. It's a pretty big fish, so it would be, you know, somewhat easy to spot if I did see it. Yeah, I mean, really, there's not much happening. I feel like there's going to be a pretty big gap now between when stuff happens. I was thinking today might even be a gap day where I just don't record today, but then I found a saw stag beetle, so I was like, okay, well, we'll include that. But we're really running out of stuff. The only things that might be important are, like, I mean, paintings. If I see a painting at any point, I will clue you guys in. I'll let you guys know. But that couldn't have been anything. I mean, that's about it. Yeah, if Red shows up, if Red shows up and he doesn't even have any paintings for me, then I don't even know if I'll include it. It just depends on how I'm feeling. But if there's a large gap, then I may at some point just, record something and just, play a little bit and just record, even if nothing's happening. Just so, I don't have a big gap or run out of uploads.